Hi, Isaiah. Welcome to Lesson 8. This is about adjusting your plan. Are you ready to learn about adjusting your plan? Let's begin. First, remember there are two rules. You are making sure that your listening ears are turned on, your thinking brain is turned on, and you are ready to say or point to answers as you're indicated to do so. All right, first let's review the 3 parts of goal setting, and this time I want you to fill in the blanks. Part 1 is set a what? Do you remember? Say it out loud if you remember, or say it with me now. Part 1 is set a goal. Part 1 is set a goal. Same thing for part 2. Part 2 is make a what? Make a what? Say it with me. Make a plan. Part 2 is make a plan. Awesome. Part 3 is adjust your plan. Adjust your plan. Excellent work. So what question do you ask yourself when you are setting a goal? Is it A, what is my goal? Or B, what is my plan? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. Did you say A, what is my goal? That's exactly right. What question do you ask yourself when you're making a plan? Is it A, what is my plan? Or B, what is my task? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. Did you say A, what is my plan? Awesome. So we have completed parts 1, set a goal, and part 2, make a plan. Now it's time to work on part 3. We're almost there, finishing to adjust our plan. So what question do you ask yourself when you are adjusting the plan? Let's read it together. What have I learned? What have I learned? Read it by yourself this time. What have I learned? And what question do you ask yourself when you are adjusting the plan? Is it A, what have I done? Or B, what have I learned? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. Did you say B, what have I learned? Nice work. You'll see that same question on your probe. What question do you ask yourself to adjust your plan? Is it A, what is my dream? B, what is my goal? Or C, what did I learn? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. Did you say C, what did I learn? Great job. All right, let's review. First, what is your goal? Let's read it together. I should begin working immediately and continue working until the task is complete. Let's read it one more time. I should begin working immediately and continue working until the task is complete. Nice. It asks next, what is one barrier in the way of reaching your goal? That barrier that we identified was, I don't want to do work, I always need a lot of help. And the way to remove that barrier was to begin working right away, and if you get stuck, ask for help. When you're done, tell the teacher so you know what to do next, and you can keep rolling through your tasks. And the tool that you're using is that cue card reminder, remember? Also, your timeline. We started working on this on January 30th. And we have been adjusting your plan as we go along. So now we're finally ready to check in again, and today is February the 13th. I'm so sorry. Okay. Add 4 final questions next. Should we adjust our plan? So here's the next question we ask ourselves. What have you done to improve your behavior? Here's an example of how you could answer that question. Use my cue card tool to meet my goal of beginning work immediately and continue working until the task is done to earn 30 points in 2 out of 3 days in a row. So we're working on our goal and we're trying to get all those 30 points when we're graphing in 2 out of 3 days in a row. So what did you do to improve your behavior? You can read the example or you can say something that you'd like to say. Let's say, use the cue card, earn 30 points, Nice job. So what have you done to improve your behavior? Eliminate distractions, begin working immediately until the task is complete, or be a responsible student. Think about your answer and make your selection now. Remember that to improve your behavior, you set your behavior goal, which was begin working immediately and continue working until the task is complete. Awesome work. So which barriers have been removed to improve your behavior? Remember, we talked about that. You had the barrier of not wanting to do your work because you always need a lot of help and sitting there and waiting versus trying on your own first. So now you know that you get started right away, and if you get stuck, you can ask for help. So let's say use the cue card. Can you say it with me? Use the cue card. And now you know to begin working right away. Say it with me. Begin working right away. Great job. You see that on your probe as well. It asks which barriers have been removed out of the way. Was it to use a sensory tool, to begin working right away, and if I get stuck I can ask for help, or there is a time and a place to make jokes? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. Remember, your barrier that has been moved out of the way is that you learned with your cue card tool and all of your self-monitoring tools that you can begin working right away, and if you get stuck, ask for help. Nice job. What has changed about your behavior? The next question is, what has changed about your behavior? An example of how you can say that is, using the cue card tool has helped me change my behavior. So say it with me. Using the cue card tool. Using the cue card tool. You see that same question on your probe. Be sure you pay attention to the symbols, okay? What has changed about your behavior? Was it using an action plan and behavior checklist tool, using action plan and cue card tool, or using an action plan and a sensory tool? Think about your answer and make your selection now. Did you say B? Use a cue card tool and action plan? Nice work. So check this out. This is a graph of your behavior before you set your behavior goal. Remember, we were below 70% on task. We didn't really know much about setting our goals for using SDLMI. But we have learned so much as we've gone on, and our on-task behavior has increased, and our knowledge of SDLMI has increased, which shows me that your behavior has improved after you set your behavior goal. So let's check out this graph here. This is what happens when you use your tool to try to earn 30 points in 2 out of 3 days in a row. We had some trouble here. We were really close, and then all of a sudden, we struggled a little bit too. But now, check this out. You've done it 2 out of 3 days in a row. So what does that mean? That you have 2 out of 3 days in a row at 30 points or higher. Have you met your goal? This is the probe question now. Would you answer A, yes, B, no, or C, I'm almost there? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. You would say yes, exactly, because check that out. You have it 30 points or higher at 2 out of 3 days in a row. The answer now is yes, you've met your goal. Have you met your goal, and how do you know you've met your goal? You can say, by analyzing my data on the graph, I know I met my goal. So let's say it together. Analyzing data. Analyzing data. That's how we know we met your goal. All right, congratulations, Isaiah. You have completed all 3 parts of the goal setting lessons. You've learned how to set a goal, make a plan, and adjust your plan, and you met your goal. Think about what you'd like to set your next goal to be. I wish you all the best. Thanks for working with me. Great job.